People, how y'all doing out there in chat world? Let's see all the good peoples that are in here. Miss Jen, good morning. How you doing? Mr. Jack, how you doing? Miss Karen's Books, how you doing? Oh my goodness, my goodness. Everybody's rolling in here. Oh, there's Bradley. Dwayne, how you doing, brother? Miss Nancy. Oh yeah. Miss Susie's in the house. Miss Lisa. Ms. Torhill. Wow. Look at all you fine people showing up to see what old Coop's got to say today. We're going to take a trip down memory lane here in just a little while. As soon as we get all the pleasantries out of the way, we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff that's happened in the past. We're going to be talking a lot of stuff that's happening in the future right now. Oh yeah, we're gonna have some fun, boys and girls. Oh, there's Mr. Gary. How you doing? I think I saw Mr. Paul Voss earlier. How you doing, Mr. Paul? There's Miss Lisa Ratz. How you doing, girl? Yeah. Oh my goodness, all these fine people. We done hit 108 in the chat right now watching. So, guys and gals, remember, hit that like button right out of the gate. Teach old Screwtube to throw us out into the interwebs. And if you got just a few seconds of your time, grab the link, share it on all your social media sites, please. Just trying to get the word out. Right on, right on. Hey, Kate, how you doing? Miss Karen's Books in the house. Wow. All these nice, fine people. Lynette, welcome aboard. Lynette, how you doing? How you doing? Mr. Al Walker, what's happening, Captain? Right on, right on, right on. Okay, let's get on, scroll back down here, get caught up in everything. So, boys and girls, how was your evening? Mine was fantabulous. I spent the whole night just chilling. Hey, Dirt, how's it going, brother? Good morning, good morning, good morning. And hello, Miyagi, for when you wake up later. I know you usually catch me on replay because you're sleeping about the time that I'm live. Yeah. Yep. Good morning, fine people. Yeah, we're going to just sit here and chit chat for a few minutes. Let some more people roll in before we start hitting right off the deep end there. Blue, how you doing? Good morning, Timu crew, he says. Yes, or she says, whichever. I don't know if it's a he or a she. Georgie's mom in the house. How you doing? How you doing, Georgie's mom? Good morning. Miss Penny's in here. Woo, yeah. Oh, Maria, how you doing? Good morning. Panther, welcome back, girl. It's 3 a.m. here. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I know some of you fine folks all over the place, like Australia, it's like at nighttime. I know over in the UK, it's 5 hours ahead of me. So you got, what are we, 11 o'clock my time, Eastern Standard Time. So that puts it about, what, 4-ish over in the UK, the Scotland area, places like that. Oh, I see D Spills of Tea come running in. Yes. Hey, oh, what do we got here? Double Karma, what you got to say? Hello, folks. Nothing on Levy County docket yet. Well, thank you for the $2 super chat there, Double Karma. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. Oh, what do we got here? Everybody's still saying good morning. But yeah, we got a little bit to talk about today. We're gonna backtrack a little bit, lay a little bit of foundation on things that's been going on for some of the people in the back that don't remember or weren't there whenever all of this kicked off. We will be talking about Jeremy Hells and all of the garbage that he's going through from these people. Oh my goodness. What was that right there? What'd you say? Lemon Honey says it's 4:06 p.m. where she is at. Wow. I think she's over in the UK too. Thank you, Lemon Honey. And thank you so much, Double Karma, for the $2 super chat. Greatly appreciated, girly girl.
Thank you, my friend.
Love it. Because you guys got to remember, I got to keep that grift going for that 3D printer, It just chaps old Tammy's booty that no super chats come in when old Coop talks about his 3D printer grift. Oh, she just hates it. She absolutely hates it. But as you guys all know, anything you send is greatly appreciated, but never expected. So, whatever you want to send, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. Just as long as you're in the chat, that's what makes me happy. All right. All right. Lisa Rats. D spills the tea. Good morning, girl. Oh my goodness. Gary. How you doing, Gary? Good morning. Good morning. Man, everybody's saying good morning to everybody in the chat. We're rolling right along. Here and after. Good morning. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah, as a lot of you guys know, this whole thing started, a few years ago when I'm not going to say elderly woman, I'm going to say a mature woman decided she was going to push buttons when she didn't have enough grace just to take the opportunity she was given and roll with it. She wanted to push buttons, and it ultimately wound up in restraining orders and lawsuits, all because someone couldn't handle the word no. That's how it all started. It's amazing that just a little 2-letter word, no, has snowballed into millions and millions of dollars worth of lawsuits. It's unreal. Oh, Nancy come rolling in. What you got to say, Nancy girl? Oh, how to make Lisa cry. Thank you, Miss Nancy. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat, girly girl. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. We got to make them cry. Got to make them cry. Pickle Tink. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Pickle Tink. Hold on just a second. Just a second. Give me just one momento. Where are you at over here? Oh, come on. I know you're here. I just saw your... Okay, you're catching up. Come on. Catch up for old Coop. Come on. I'm trying to get my screen caught up, guys, over on the other monitor. So it takes a minute for everything to roll up. But once it gets here, just bear with me, boys and girls. I've got to do something for Pickle Tink here real quick. Now, she asked me if she could post links in my chat, okay? She can't do that as long as she is not a mod. Only mods can post links. So what I am going to do is I am just going to make her a mod so she can post her links. Oh, add as a mod right there. All right. Yeah, we'll go bam, and we'll hit save. Now, Pickle Tink, you should be turned into a Smurf now. So if you want to post your link, you just go right on ahead. Okay? Have at it, girly girl. All right, we done took care of Miss Nancy's, and then we got Pick rolling in. Good morning, Mr. Coop. Never heard from you about my email. Wanted to check to see if you got it. Yes, I got it, young lady. That's why I just turned you into a Smurf. So, you post your link all you want, okay? You have fun with that. I hope it helps. I hope it helps a lot. I sure do. All right. And then we got Susie come rolling in for snacks while your 3D printer is running. Thank you so much, Susie. Matter of fact, I've got to get out. I still got to figure out where I'm going to put those things. I've got 2 of them, brand new, still in the box. I've got to figure out where I can set them up. I don't know if I want to put them in Mama's shop because during the summertime, it is so hot out there. I don't know if the heat will hurt them. Or I want to keep them in the house and put them in our spare bedroom. No matter where I put them, I'm going to have to do a lot of cleaning up and a lot of organizing to get them set up. So that right now is not real high up on my priority list because I have a few projects in my shop I have to get done, but I will be working there. I will be working on that. Thank you so much, Susie. And then what's the next one we got here? Oh, we got Rob Pate come rolling in. Shame on you, Coop. You forced me to give my last dime for your 3D printer. I had none left for Jay's 100K, barn for kids? Well, thank you so much, Rob, that you thought about me. It means a lot to me. But you guys all know everything you send is much appreciated, but never expected. But I really like it, especially since it just aggravates the hell out of Tammy and Lisa. It sure does. It sure does. And then we got Jack Miles. What you got to say, brother? Oh, the entire nightmare centers on Lynette's refusal to accept her gift being rejected. Right? Right, Jack? Yep. Yep. We're going to keep chit and chatting away a little bit. And once we hit about that halfway mark, or half hour mark, we're going to jump right in there and we're going to start talking about all this. Because it's for all the people that haven't been around. Oh my goodness, what we got here? We got Sister Sal gifted 1 membership. And who got it? Who got it? Who got it? Fire Dad received it. Well, God, that's awesome because he's in the chat all the time. Thank you so much, Sister Sal, for the gifted membership. You guys are just absolutely amazing. Amazing. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, my friend.
And welcome to Coop's Kooks, Fire Dad. Wow. You know, we talked about that the other day. Memberships are awesome. I mean, not only does it help the creator, but it also helps the fans. Because every time you guys gift memberships, it's like a double whammy. You know, it helps the creator and it brings fans of the show, gives them an opportunity to have a membership. Since I'm branded, I can't hand out memberships. Okay, like Mama Coop, she's monetized, but she's not branded. So I think she can give out up to 10 memberships a month. I can't do that. And as a matter of fact, I can't give out memberships on my channel, and I can't even receive memberships from anyone else's channel unless I unbrand myself. Well, I've been branded for so many years. I'm not unbranding. That's just not happening. It's staying right where it's at. Too much protection when you're branded. Okay, Terry's been a member for 6 months. That is absolutely awesome, Terry. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Oh, and Terry sent 1 membership too. I missed that one. Oh, sent 1 gifted membership. Who got it? I wonder. Fire Dad received that one, and that one came from Sister Sal. We'll scroll on up. Oh, here we go. We got Kate in the house with a $2 worth of banana breads. Thank you for thank you for your stream work. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kate. I try every day. Wow, we got 206 fabulous souls hanging out just to see what old Coop's got to dribble about. So, guys and gals, for all the new people that just popped in, please hit that like button. Teach old ScrewTube. Okay, teach them a lesson to send us out into the algorithm, out into the interwebs. And if you got just a few seconds of your time, grab the link, share it on all your social media sites. Help the channel grow. And then there's Miss Terry. She come rolling in with that 1 gifted membership, and Green Flamingo won it. Welcome, 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 Green Flamingo. Thank you, Miss Terry. Thank you so much. And welcome to the Kooks.
Thank you, my friend.
Green Flamingo. Welcome to the jungle. All right. Scroll on up here a little bit. And that's Jack talking to Mr. Al. Gotcha. Oh, I'm real mean. Good morning, Nancy says. What's going on, Penny? How you doing? Good morning, young lady. Good morning. Glad to have you. Yeah, we'll just tick on down a little bit, let more people roll on up in here before we get started. Lips needs to be Baker acted naturally. Yeah, right, Jack? Sure as can be. Something's wrong with that girl. We're going to be talking about her a little bit later on in the show. She's back to releasing her thank you videos. I think her latest one was for JJ Bean, Mr. J himself. And I think right now Jay is hanging out with Rosalind, and I think they're talking about the Laura Owens case. So you guys make sure and go over and watch her either now or later or whenever you want to. And if you're not subscribed to Miss Rosalind Duke, you're missing out. She's got a fabulous show over there. She does a lot of awesome stuff. Jay's hanging out with her right now. and they're going over some different stuff that's not Hales related, but hey, it's still interesting. I mean, if anybody's ever read anything about or heard anything about the Laura Owen stuff, this woman, I'm telling you, she ranks right up there with Lynette, and she ranks right up there with Lips. She is a nutbag, just as hardcore as they are. All right, DR, good morning. Good morning. How you doing, girl? How you doing? She's reaching out saying, good morning, Panther. Oh, my goodness. Others than waiting. Hope you're doing well. Oh, to double down. Yeah, that's right. That's right. With all the evidence against her, she's beyond insane. And see, that's what I just don't understand, guys. I mean, her and Fleesa, they love to run that pie hole, that little hole right underneath their nose. But they never want to show any proof. They always come up with some excuse like, oh, this is evidence for court, or, well, Jeremy's had these guys in a lawsuit for a while, for a good hot minute. And he shows a lot of evidence. He shows a lot of proof. He doesn't show it all, but he does show some proof. They show absolutely nothing. They make accusations and they make statements as absolutes, but they never back it up with anything to prove what they're saying. That's what's unusual. That's what's really unusual. Oh, what do we got here? Come back here. Come back here. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There it is. Oh, Scott. Scottish Granny. How you doing? Gifted 1 membership and Rob Pate won it. See, that's what I love to see, guys. I mean, yes, it helps me, but it also, reaches out and helps a fellow chatter. So thank you so much for the gifted membership, Scottish Granny. Thank you so much. And Rob Pate.
Thank you, my friend.
Welcome to the jungle. Because it does get a little crazy here sometimes. Good morning, Tammy. Good morning, Tammy. Good morning. Yeah, I've got Mercedes is still hidden in my chat. You guys can see her. I just can't see her. Okay. And I'm trying to figure that out. And once I get it figured out, she'll be back full force. But until that happens, you guys enjoy hanging out, talking to her in the chat. I just can't see her. So if there's something important that she has that I need to know, one of you guys can just relay it in your comment. All right. All right. All right. DR's in the house. And I thought I saw Shennemesis earlier, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure she'll pop up here shortly. Oh, screenshot this. How you doing? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Okay, let's scroll on by Sarasota Beach Bum in the house. Well, I'll tell you, he lives in an area down there that I absolutely love. A lot of you guys know that I talk about Anna Maria Island a lot. And that's the only beach that I will go to is Holmes Beach and Anna Maria Island. Sarasota Beach Bum is just right below that. He's probably 10, 15-minute drive from Anna Maria Island. And those beaches are just as pristine and just as beautiful as Anna Maria Island. I'm just used to Anna Maria Island. Okay. So that's why I go there. My mom and dad took me there when I was, in my teens for the first time. And that's the only beach I go to. I've been to beaches all over Florida, but that's my favorite. I really don't care much for Clearwater. I've been to Daytona a few times. Daytona's a nice beach. It's so busy and you can literally drive your vehicle on the beach there. I don't know if you can do it now, but I know when I was a teenager, you could. So everybody would drive their vehicles right down on the beach. And I didn't really care for that. It was fine when I was a teenager because we all got to pull down there and we got to have fun and we had all our coolers right there. You didn't have to walk back and forth to the car, but hey, I'm an adult now. And I after seeing everything I've learned growing as I've grown older, vehicles don't need to be on a beach. The one main reason is fluids leak from vehicles, and you don't need that in the sand. It's just, to me, that's ruining the sand, but that's just my opinion. All right. Let's scroll on up here and see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Now, don't forget, we've got the 3D printer fund going 24/7. So anytime anybody wants to donate to that, have at it. But you are not required to. Just remember, it gets under Tammy and Lisa's crawl. They do not like it at all. Okay, Green Flamingo, Baca Grand. Oh, come back here. Was the beach I went to when I lived in Punta Gorda. I'd like to. One day I would like to go out that direction, Green Flamingo, and check out some of those beaches because I'm definitely a water baby. I love being in the water. I always have. And when it comes to freshwater or saltwater, I like either one. It's just if I'm in the water, I'm happy. Rob Pate, thank you, Scottish Granny. I'm on TV New today, or TV View today, and didn't notice. Come back here. Didn't notice the gifted membership until Coop mentioned it, or I would have thanked you earlier. Well, thank you so much for reaching out and selling her. Thank you, Rob. That means a lot, man. That really does. Oh, Coop, I have a question. How is it that the flea bag and lips are not banned for defamation and sexual content? Well, Randy, I don't know. Me personally, I've never reported anyone's channel. Okay, that's just not my thing. So I would assume that she's not been reported. And if she has been reported, it's probably no proof being founded in whatever they reported her on. I don't know. I really don't know. Me personally, I don't want them gone. I want them staying right where they're at because every day they go live, they're just filling Jeremy's evidence bag fuller and fuller. That's how that works. I know if you can prove that there's something that breaks TOS, they will pull your channel down. They'll start out, they'll probably pull your video that was reported first, and then they'll turn around and they'll go after your channel if you can sit, if you keep going on doing the same thing over and over. Why they're still up, I don't know. As far as lips, she's not big enough yet to really be on YouTube's radar. Lisa, I don't think she's big enough yet to really be on YouTube's radar. I'm not. I mean, I'm not a huge channel, but I'm not a small channel either. I'm not even on YouTube's radar. So I don't know why they're still up. I imagine when all the everything hits the road, she will probably end up losing her channel. I don't know. She's smart enough that, and I hate to say this, but she is smart enough to edit out things that can get her in trouble. Like, she got in trouble because of the revenge corn that was done. She's learned since then just a little bit. So when people on her panel say something that could get her in trouble, I'm talking about Lisa here, she does go back and try and edit it out so she doesn't get in trouble, which that's smart of her. That's a smart thing to do. My thing is, why would she even allow people on her panel that could get her in trouble? Because we all know Paint Chips, when he goes on her panel, you never know what's going to come out of his mouth. I mean, he just sat here for the first time ever, popped in our chat yesterday. And right out of the gate, he's making his little nasty posts about alligators and unalive people, which we got the screenshots. I said, I'm going to send them off to Jeremy later today, because that's just a pattern showing that he is literally going around to different platforms harassing Jeremy. Okay. It's not free speech whenever you start talking about some of the stuff he talks about. I'm sorry. An airplane flying over, dropping boo-boos out of the plane, trying to unalive people. That's not good. That's not free speech. That's being an ass, period. Okay, Rob Pate, what you got to say? Coop needs to go needs a good co-host. Mama Coop, you available? Mama Coop works during the day. And I kind of like being here by myself for right now. I'm growing a little bit, trying to just branch out and see what's out there. But we will have guests on occasionally. I will bring on co-hosts in the future, to hang around, but nothing will ever be permanent. This will be the Coop Show and the Coop Show only from here on out. If I have guests on, they'll be guests. They will not be permanent fixtures to the show. I want to make sure that I'm branded as Mr. Coop. I'm not branded as a show that could ultimately split and divide my community. So I hope that makes sense, guys and gals. Okay, what you gotta say? Gotta love me. What you got to say, Mr. Coop? Because they are all more than one fry short of a Happy Meal. Right? 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 I all I can say is narcissists. That's the only thing I can really say. These guys are in multiple lawsuits with Jeremy Hells. Whether it be Jeremy or where it be the man on the moon, if somebody's suing me like that, I'm not going on my platform running my mouth about them. Okay. They're trying to say they're just defending. No, they're not. Since day one, since Lisa switched over to this bandwagon, she's done nothing but hate on Jeremy Hells. Now, everybody has free speech. Some of the things she says are perfectly legal, perfectly fine. But when people on her panel start talking the PDF file stuff and all of the nonsense, that's where it goes from free speech to defamation. And that's the stuff that I think she's learned to try and avoid here for a little while. But she still has idiots that come on her panel that don't watch what they say. And that's what's going to get her down the road. That's exactly what's going to get her. Oh, DR's talking to Miss Pantha. What you got to say? Okay, here we go, Miss Pantha. As it could be a lie from Lynette. I guess you're talking to somebody in the chat, girly girl. But yeah, we will have guests on, here and there. I have a list. I haven't reached out to any of them yet, but I will be. I most certainly will be. Wow, we've jumped up to 261 fabulous souls hanging out just to see what old Coop's got to talk about. Wow. So let's get on into this. Let's talk about this a little bit, guys. You guys remember, it's been a few years back. At least, I think it was 2022 is when a lot of this kind of started, but it wasn't really rare in your face yet. Jeremy had his $500,000 time to grill. And as a lot of you guys know, Lynette messaged Jeremy asking if she could participate, which was fine. He was all for it. Bring her turtles, do a little meet and greet of the turtles, blah, 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 blah. Well, where things kind of went a little hinky, as you guys all know, is when she asked if she could put up a donation box. Well, right out of the gate, that's a no-no. That she should have never even asked that. That was very unprofessional. It was very rude. This is a meet and greet for his subscribers, for the people who follow him. It's not a meet and greet for her to beg for money. Bringing the turtles, handing out cards, saying, hey, I have an organization, that's one thing. But when you're starting to ask for donations from the man's audience, his audience, not hers, that's where I think the line was drawn. Well, she got mad about that. She got butthurt to the point to where now she's pissed. So now she starts on the attack. Most of it started on Facebook. Well, as a lot of you guys know, in your local areas, just about every local area that's out there has a Facebook group or a Facebook page for their town or their county. Well, Lynette, she made her own group where she was posting, some of the nastiest and vile things about Jeremy Hells that you can think of. And then you have John was running around, her paramour. He was running around dogging Jeremy in all of these local groups where they're at in Levy County. He was on the Levy County, I can't remember what they call that. What's up, Levy County page, Bronson, anywhere Jeremy was posting locally, he was putting negative feed out there, trying to hurt Jeremy's business, all because they were told no. Just remember that. It's all because they were told no. This is the behavior of a child. Okay, this is like a little kid sitting down there on the floor screaming and carrying on, kicking their feet when you tell them no. This is exactly the kind of behavior that Lynette was putting forth. So the hit campaign took a huge hit on his business. He did the dollar sale. You guys probably remember that. And the dollar sale I thought was absolutely amazing. I didn't get to go, but I did see a lot of video of it. And the dollar sale, for anybody that watched any of the videos on the dollar sale, he had thousands and thousands of people show up for that. And one of the most crudest and nastiest things I saw was John was posting a screenshot all over the place. Somebody, I'm not going to say if it was John or somebody that John knew. I don't know who did it. But somebody had taken Jeremy's post on Facebook, pulled it down, copied it, took a screenshot, took all of his photos off of it and replaced it with female pleasure toys. Okay. And they were running around all over social media posting this. And you're going to tell me that that didn't hurt his business locally? So you got to remember, this is the kind of people he's dealing with. This is the kind of stuff that Lisa and Lips and Paint Chips and all these other morons on that side of the fence, they're trying to keep from the public. They don't want people knowing that this all started because of these two whack jobs. These two people created this entire thing. She keeps talking about, oh, they don't want to talk about the case that got dropped against Dan Owens. They don't want to talk about the restraining order that Lynette had on Jeremy. Well, we're going to get to that too. We do talk about that. Jeremy has talked about that. But here we go. We're moving forward a little bit. Everything's still getting really nasty on social media. John and Lynette are just going, like crazy. They're going crazy. I was in Lynette's group, Friends and Neighbors, Otter Creek's Friends and Neighbors. I never commented in there very much, but I was in there. And guys, I want to tell you, when Jeremy would come out with a video defending himself, there would be multiple posts all day long made from this woman, calling him some of the most nastiest, vile things that you could call a person. And she had a lot of people in there. I think at one time, now don't quote me on this, but I think at one time she had over 1,000 people in that group. So these are all potential buyers, potential customers from when he was on eBay full time, from when he was selling stuff locally. This was all done before Whatnot. So you can just imagine the way it hurt his business with all of this stuff. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, we got Miss Tickles. What you doing there, sweetheart? You come to see Dad? And we got Mr. Blue, too. Oh, she just flew in here and hit right on the floor, but we got Mr. Blue landed just perfect on Dad's shoulder. Oh, we got Daisy outside. She's going nuts. But anyway, I don't think Mama's home. It's too early for that. I think Mama shows up around 12:30. Anywho, let's talk to some of the people here in the chat, see what they have to say. We talked about Lynette PPO the entire time it was active and how unconstitutional it was. See, that's what a lot of people don't understand. This all, as things progressed with these people, Jeremy had to figure out some way to stop it. Because, I mean, it's hurting his business. It's hurting his relationship with YouTube and his people on YouTube. It's hurting his business, period, his everything. So I think the straw that broke the camel's back were the signs. When Jeremy and George headed back to Ohio, here come these signs. Now, guys, I have no proof whatsoever that Lynette and Crook posted them, but I can just about say with certainty that they did. That's just my opinion. Okay. Apparently there is a witness that saw them post the signs. I have not talked to this person. I do not know. I know Jeremy has talked to him, and I know that they have signed up for to be a witness. Now, if that's changed, I don't know, but at the time, it's still there. We also know that Madam Mayor and her husband Brett and Zim Paget all saw the signs planted on the ground. Well, that's pretty much, when things started going south. And I think I want to back up a little bit here. I think he sent the cease and desist in May of 2023, and they just ignored it. And I think the signs came out shortly after the cease and desist did. I'm not 100% sure on that. Guys, you got to remember, this has been going on for a few years. And trying to keep up with all of the characters involved in this it can get a little crazy. Jack Miles, what you got to say, brother? What you got to say? Lynette went for temp injection in retaliation for Jeremy CPO. She lied to obtain the temporary. Exactly. We were getting there. Jack. We were getting there. Well, you just jumped right in there ahead of me, didn't you? But ultimately, this ended up with Jeremy taking her to court in Ohio. She had turned around, and bashing him all over the interwebs wasn't enough. Placing signs in the ground obviously were not enough. So now she's literally reaching across state lines with emails to the mayor of the village that he lives in Ohio. Now, see, this is the stuff that Lisa and them don't want to talk about. They don't want to talk about any of this. This is where everything started. This is where everything originated from, and why everybody is in the situation they're in right now. It all started because one woman and one man were told no. That's how it got started. What you got to say? Oh, by the way, thank you, thank you, Jack, for the $5 super chat. Much appreciated, brother. Much appreciated.
Thank you, my friend.
Oh, and then now we got Rob Pate come rolling in with a $5 super chat. What you got to say, brother? Jeremy posted a pic message about bankruptcy court having meeting today about Fleesa. Her and I don't know what that word is. Were not invited. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. I don't know who that second part. I don't know, but maybe old news, but new to me. I haven't heard that yet, Rob. When I do, we will probably talk about it. But yeah, bankruptcy court's on the go. It's on the move. I really don't think Lisa understands the impact that this could literally have on this whole situation. I really don't. I hope she wakes up. I really do. I mean, I don't like the woman. I think she's complete garbage, but I hope she wakes up and finds some common sense somewhere and stops what she's doing, because yeah, I don't want her to stop, because hey, I like talking about her. She's crazy. But on a financial level, I think she's already buried herself bad enough with this court stuff. So I don't think it's really going to help her if she stopped right now. So that's why she just keeps going. Max says it's new. Well, thank you, Max. Thank you. But thank you, Rob Pate, for the $5 super chat, brother. It's greatly appreciated.
Thank you, my friend.
But back to the Lynette thing. Yeah, she's kind of crazy. I think that she spent her entire life doing what she's been doing and getting away with it. And when it would get to the point to where she was close enough of being caught, or close enough for people to start taking action against her, she up and left. She just sold everything and she disappeared. I think she's at a point now where she just can't really up and disappear now. Because she's put herself in a position to where she can't sell anything as far as property goes to pack up and leave. And they don't have enough money just to pack up and leave. without selling that property. Well, with her being in bankruptcy and her being in a federal court case, she can't sell anything as far as that goes. So her new stake for a new place to live is kind of locked down. So she's screwed. She's absolutely screwed herself. Oh, what else we got here? Oh, yeah, okay. I got you. I got you, Jack. You talking about her lawyer. All right. All right. All right. I got you. I got you, brother. All right. Somehow I heard she wasn't on the revised list of creditors. C Girl says, well, from what I understand, they've got till I think April to get all of the creditors on list. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But that's just what I've heard. I heard Felisa make comment about it that they have till April, whether she wants to be on the list or not. I personally don't think she's going to be on the list. I think when the trustee hears all of the motivation behind why Lisa was actually in there, I don't think Lisa will be allowed to be on the creditors list. What does Lynette owe her? Okay, she collected donations from her audience to have different projects done. It's not money that came out of her pocket. She didn't provide money out of her pocket. She provided money from the audience. So I don't see how she claims to be a creditor. It's absolutely insane. What you got to say? Hey, Mr. Coop, love the well. Great job. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was a labor of love right there, boys and gals. But now we'll get on back into the Lynette stuff. You know, well, Jeremy, he takes her to court in Ohio. Not only does she send emails across state lines, she makes phone calls. All right. And these are calls deliberately trying to hurt the man. I mean, why would you go to the man's mayor of the village he lives in Ohio? You know how far that is from Florida? What did she have in her head, in her brain, to think that that was going to work? That's absolutely insane. And I do believe with all the evidence he had, the most damning evidence against her in the Ohio court was the fact that she did go across state lines. She did venture out. She sent emails. They had proof of that. She made phone calls. They had proof of that. I think that was the main thing, that the reason why the thing was granted. But nonetheless, she was granted, or Jeremy was granted, a protection order. So lo and behold, what does she do? She runs right in to court in Levy County trying to get one out of retaliation against Jeremy Hales. And she did this more than once. From what I understand, she had three visits in front of this judge without Jeremy ever knowing about it. All right. So by the time Jeremy actually wound up in court, this judge was already convinced that Jeremy was guilty. He was wanting to make an example of Jeremy because he wanted to create new law. We all watched all of this transpire. Okay. Oh, what do we got here? We got Pickle Tink come rolling in. Mr. Coop, do you know what the assets was that the trustee got from Lynette? I do not, Pickle Tink. I haven't checked my files lately to see what all's in there. So I am going to have to check that and see what all stuff she has. But I will be doing that for a different day. I sure will. I've got to get caught up on the bankruptcy stuff. I haven't looked at any of my files here lately. Oh, Sarasota Beach Bum, what you got to say? The fact that the bankruptcy is still going. Oh, be happening in April makes me sick for JH and George. Yeah. But you got to remember, screenshot this. This is to their advantage. It really is. Her doing this, they thought they were going to slow everything down and it was going to hurt Jeremy. Nah, this is to Jeremy's advantage, because all of the stuff that they're going to gain from all of this is going to be worth them doing the bankruptcy thing. Jeremy and Randy are going to gain a whole lot of new information. Just put it that way. So I feel sorry for her. I really do. The idiots that she's been listening to, all these professional legal minds out here that know jack crap about law. It's absolutely hilarious that she would listen to these people. Everything they have told her has made it worse and worse and worse on her legally. I mean, she's even stated it herself. She's in worse shape now than she was before she met these people. That's her own words. So that's pretty unreal. That's pretty unreal. All right, now. Water tastes good sometimes. Oh, the fact that bankruptcy is still, yeah, I got you. Screenshot this. All right. Let's scroll on up here. See where I'm get a little caught up. Yep. So we go now. He's got a permanent restraining order on Lynette. And for all the people that didn't know all of this, I hope some of this is helping you kind of fill in the blanks. This is all documented on Jeremy's channel. Jeremy has a playlist of all the Otter Creek stuff. So guys, if you want to get caught up on his stuff, go over to his YouTube page, and he has a playlist where you can watch all of this stuff unfold from video to video to video. He shows most all of it, because back when all of this first kicked off, he was doing a lot of videos during the week instead of his storage units. He was doing updates on what was going on in the legal aspect. Well, then he went back to mainly doing his storage units unless it's something really juicy. He's usually Monday through Saturday, he's back to his storage units, which I like a lot of that. Anyway, moving on. So she goes to Judge Grudge, right? Now she's trying to get this retaliation going on. She wants her own restraining order. Right out of the gate, that judge should have automatically granted a restraining order to Jeremy Hales based on he had one in the state of Ohio. But guys, Jeremy was never allowed to talk. He was never allowed to speak. His lawyer was never allowed to give his side of anything. The only thing his lawyers were allowed to do was, make continuances and just little short bits here and there. They weren't allowed to present any evidence that she was crazy, that she was lying. She was the only one that was allowed, and 99% of the stuff that she tried to admit as evidence got thrown out as hearsay. It wasn't worthy of what was going on. The judge didn't want to hear about the garbage of he's doing this or he's doing that didn't pertain to what she was getting the restraining order on. He didn't care what her friends' opinions were. Opinions aren't law. She needed to come up with a reason she needed to come up with evidence to actually prove her stance. And she couldn't do that. She just couldn't do that. Oh, what do we got here? What you talking about here, Susie? Chris, I sure hope the crappy judge doesn't get voted in. Oh, okay. About Judge Grudge. Well, it is a small county. He has been a judge for a while. If you're talking about, what do we got here? Sharon, what you got to say? Coop, put the silence of fresh lemon in the water. Yeah. I need to do that. I really need to do that. I need to have Mama pick up some lemons and limes, on grocery day, and I can chunk those up, put them in the refrigerator, and I can put them in my water every day. I think that would, because I do not like the taste of water. And I had to quit drinking my little Kool-Aid packs because they were making my blood sugar go extremely high. Hey, Mama Coop, how you doing, babe? There's my sweetheart right there, because that was crap judge, Mama Coop says. I'm being polite about what she says, but yeah. Mama didn't like that either. Mama's a big fan of Jeremy's too. So back on with the Lynette thing. It ultimately, after 11 months, right in the get-go, Michelle comes up with this cockamamie story that Jeremy's lawyer at the time, Mark Feathers, tried to bribe her. All right. The man was told to talk to her. Okay. And then she goes to Judge Grudge and says that the man tried to bribe her. No proof whatsoever. It was just her words. He wasn't even allowed to defend himself over the accusations she made about him, talking about Mark Feathers. Now, this is how crazy this is. This judge gave her a temporary, okay, guys, temporary. I don't know if you guys out there know much about temporary injunctions. Temporary injunctions usually only last for 15 days, and then you go to court, and the judge either makes it permanent for however long or he gets rid of it. There was none of that. Jeremy had this temporary piece of garbage, fraudulent restraining order against him for 11 months. Part of that 11 months, not only was he had his Second Amendment taken from him, he had his First Amendment rights taken from him. Okay, that's when, and when I talk about the First Amendment rights, I mean, the judge basically gagged him. He couldn't say anything about Lynette. Well, that's when he reached out to LawTube. Okay, I think it was Larry first, and then it trickled down to Tug and Megan. A few other channels covered it. I think Popcorn Planet talked about it one time or two times, maybe. I can't remember exactly. But it was absolutely insane because this judge put a temporary restraining order on the man based on a lie. I've never seen a court that would do that, that would not let both parties speak before they take action. That was just unbelievable in my mind. And that right there, that makes people see, when people see stuff like that, you automatically think, okay, how bad is this going to hurt me if it's me in this situation? When you see a court step over the line like that and hurt someone without giving both parties the chance to argue their point, now it gives you pause in the court system itself. It's sort of like if you go back and you look years ago, you take women that were abused, okay, and they would go to the police and people would shrug them off saying, oh, they deserved it or this or that. Okay, well, it got to the point where women just wouldn't come forward when they were abused. They kept quiet about it because nobody would listen to them. It's the same instance in this. People see this and now, okay, are you going to get a fair shake in Levy County Courthouse? Because Jeremy sure didn't. Jeremy didn't get any kind of fair shake at all. His rights were stolen from him. Thank God that another court hearing came up and that was reversed. And I think by that time Randy came on board because Mark Feathers was forced to walk away as his lawyer because now he's not a lawyer. Now he's a witness. So that's where Randy came into the picture. And thank God that Randy argued the point to where he got that part of the gag order taken off. Yes, Jeremy still had a protection order against him, but he took his ability to defend himself and talk about what he wanted to. He got it back. Well, as time flows on, you've got Tug and Megan, and you've got, Larry, the DUI guy. They're all talking about this stuff. They're having, their discussions about it. And it kind of just snowballed from there. You would think after Jeremy's got a restraining order on these people from Ohio that they would have calmed down. They would have stopped. But they didn't. They just kept going. And then that's when I do believe that's when the signs got planted, was right around that time. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, this has been so long, so much time and all the stuff that's involved in this. It's hard to keep up with the timeline without having it right in front of you. And me, I haven't created a timeline at all. There's a lot of people out there that do a fantastic job like that. You've got Megan. She's done a really nice timeline. You've got Tizzy the Bounce has been putting together some timelines. Roz done good with her timeline. And I think I might have just cut out there. Hopefully I'm back on. But yeah, Rosalind has done an awesome job with her timeline. And she's pretty far in depth with it. I don't know if she's still going with it or where she's at in it. Last time I can't remember where she left off in the last one. But anyway, moving on. Now we've got restraining orders, okay, out there. These are court-ordered, leave Jeremy Hales alone orders, okay? You can't mess with him. and they've broken them. They've broken them twice and been convicted twice. Okay. And a lot of people don't realize that. She was convicted for stalking and harassment in a court in Ohio. Not a temporary, but a full-blown restraining order was issued on her and John Crook. And then they turned around and kept breaking it. So Jeremy goes back to court again for the first contempt of court. They lost, found guilty again. Now, a lot of people out there say, well, she didn't have representation. Does not matter. She did it. He showed proof. All right. They lost. They got a slap on the wrist. She got $50 fine. John Crook got $100. Okay. From what I know and from what I understand, those two fines have never even been paid. Well, then they broke it again. And I think the most damning part of the second time was when they showed up at the courthouse there in Otter Creek Town Hall, and George showed up for the meeting and they stayed. They didn't go. They didn't leave. That was what got them, I think, convicted mainly in the second conviction. And the second conviction got a little worse. The second conviction, they got fined $100 a piece through the court, but his lawyer also got a $3,000 price tag for him. So Lynette and Crook, as of right now, from what I understand, they owe $3,350 in Ohio. They owe $3,000 to his lawyer for lawyer's fees, and they owe $350 to the court. And from what I gather, none of it's been paid. Not one dime of it. So I hope you guys are following with me. This isn't a timeline that I'm putting up on the screen. This is actual timeline as I remember it. This is my opinion and my views on what's happened from beginning to where we're at now. A lot of people, you're going to agree with me. You're going to disagree with me. That's you guys' way. Oh, my goodness. Nemesis showed up. Yes, I saw somebody say hello to her. Nemesis. How you doing, girl? How you doing? I got to get caught up on my chat here. Boom, boom. All right. So now we've got Lynette and Crook. They've been issued a cease and desist. They basically wadded it up and used it as toilet paper. I'm wishing right now they would listen to it. I bet they are. I bet they're wishing right now that they would have listened and just not done any of this. See, normal, sane people would have took that cease and desist and they would have listened to it. They would have stopped. But think about it. Morons like this, they don't stop for nothing. You're not going to tell them no. You're not going to force them to do anything legally. And we can already see, guys, she's not paid any of her fines. She's not paid his lawyer. So it's pretty funny. Jeremy paid the attorney fees. That is how he got the lien. Right, Jack? And a lot of you guys know, Jeremy's always putting up paper right on the screen, showing you how much he's already paid in all these legal fees. That $500,000 almost, that's everything accumulated together. We've never seen it broke down for what each case is costing, which is fine. That's none of our business. But the Ohio court case, that all those fees and everything are accumulated in with that $500,000 so far. But yeah. It's kind of nuts, guy. Let me tell you, it's kind of nuts, guys. What you got to say, butt naked? Oh, the fleetard is a big problem as an instigator. But the biggest problem of all was Bubbles telling them wrongly what the law said and what they could get away with. Right? Oh, we're getting there. So now she gets Silverman. Okay, that was about the smartest thing she could do right there. She literally had Patty Plummer and some guy named Paul Humbry, whatever his name was. They ponied up. They were their first big donors. Okay, their first big con, as I would say. They ponied up for Silverman's fees. When all said and done, the math that was done on that was right around $18,000 that she collected from these people. I know she got $7,000 from Patty. She turned around. I think she got $7,000 from Paul Humbry. And then it was another 13 or another $3,000 from either Patty or Paul. I can't remember where the $3,000 come from, but I know she got a third donation. And from what I understand, guys, when this was all dropped, when Silverman dropped the protection order against Jeremy, she didn't have all of her bills paid. I haven't seen any receipts or anything, but from what I understand, she still owes Silverman $16,000. And that's the reason he won't turn over her file to Bubbles. I'm not positive on that. Never seen any records on it. But what I don't understand is how does she owe him $16,000 when she collected, what, 18, 16, 18,000? Unless he sent 14, 15, 16. $17,000 she collected off these two individuals. So did she not pay him? Did she just only pay him the retainer and then didn't pay him any more? I don't know. That's a question to be asked down the road. Oh, Sharon, what you got to say? Oh, but if you remember when LMNOP, come back here, LMNOP and JC was at town hall, LMNOP threw Silverman under the bus by leaning, he said she could be there. Right. Was Silverman still her lawyer at that time? Or was that Bubbles? I want to say that was Bubbles. Oh, Susie, what you got to say with that $10 super chat, girl? Also, they will be fined for thumbnail after the bankruptcy case is over. Judge already approved. Right. That's another one. We're headed that direction. Susie. Thank you for the $10 super chat, girly girl. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
We're just walking back from the past to the future. We may get there today. We may not. Peculiar, what you got to say, girly? I seriously cannot go through another refresher course. Exactly. This is, I want to tell you right now, I've talked to a lot of people, and I'm going to be honest with you. I never really paid much attention to the law stuff on YouTube. It was never my thing. I was always into DIY videos, watching people build stuff, their crafting videos, stuff like that. All this law stuff is all new to me. And I have talked to a ton of people, and they have all said basically the same thing. They have never seen anything like this. This is just absolutely insane. But yeah, now we've got Jeremy free of that temporary piece of crap, fraudulent protection order. So now we're moving forward a little bit. Now here comes Lisa and her goon squad, okay? Absolutely nothing but drama with these people. Lisa, she knows all about Jeremy Hales, and she knows all about she can't stand him. So here it is, this little old man and this little old woman and a child that need a white knight to come rescue them. Oh, okay. So she pops in on the scene. Here she's peddling rocks, okay? Peddling crystals, whatever it is she was peddling. Channel couldn't grow for nothing. Could not grow for anything at all. So she turns around and she hatches this plan. I'm going to go protect this man and woman. I'm going to get their truth out there. What truth? I just told you the truth. This all started because these idiots couldn't listen to a piece of paper that said stop. They couldn't handle being told the word no. That's where all of this started. Had nothing to do with Jeremy Hales stalking anyone. It had to do with the fact that this man and woman were told no and they didn't listen. So we moved on, and now we got Lisa involved in all of this garbage. Okay. It's when I say garbage, guys, I'm talking about Lynette and her craziness. I'm not referring to Jeremy Hales at all. I've never pulled any bones about that. Jeremy and George, I've listened to for years. They entertain me. I like their channel, and I've been subscribed to them for a while, and I'm going to stay subscribed to them because I like what they do. They're entertaining to me. If you don't like it, don't watch. I like it, so I watch. Anyway, now you got Lisa. She's jumped on board with all of this. And then here comes Bubble Man. All right. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Bubbles and Lisa came in right about the same time. She gets this federal suit put on her, and she gets Bubbles pro se. Why? Or pro hack Vici. Okay. Why does she get Bubbles? Because nobody else will touch this case, because they all know it's garbage. Everybody knows it's garbage. But him, he has a bone to pick with Larry, and he has a bone to pick with all these other YouTubers that wouldn't cover his mac and cheese story. So he finds little Lynette because at the time she's topic of conversation because of the Judge Grudge stuff. So he latches a hold of her, figuring he'll get his name out there. He'll get some stuff for his mac and cheese. Well, he starts in, he buddies up with Michelle. They get all close and cozy. She gets put into this lawsuit. He applies for Pro Hack Vici here in Florida. He gets it. Now, he's doing everything from Ohio or Massachusetts, Connecticut, wherever he's at up there. He's doing everything through the internet. He's not doing anything in person. Garbage lawyer, 110%. To me, he's worthless as can be. So he comes up with this narrative that it's a big bad YouTuber, that's going after this poor helpless family. But you'll never see anywhere in all of his big bad YouTuber stuff, you'll never see any of the stuff that started all of this. They never want to talk about all of the crap that initiated this whole thing. They want to keep that quiet. See, Lisa talks about Jeremy never wants to talk about the Dan Owens case getting thrown out. Jeremy never wants to talk about the protection order that Lynette had on him. Well, that protection order was thrown out. It was dismissed by Lynette. Okay. And I can guarantee it was done. She didn't want it done, but it was done anyway. She was lucky that it got done. Put it this way, if Silverman hadn't have been looking out for her, she would probably owe a ton of money in sanctions. So he was able to work out a deal with Randy just to get this to go away. It went away. And you guys realize the whole time, over a year, Jeremy was dealing with that whole temporary restraining order shit. Not once did the man ever get to tell his side. Not once in court. He's told his side online, but he's never in court been allowed to tell his side of the story. If that judge in the beginning would have just listened and gotten Jeremy's side of it from the beginning, that would have never went 11 months of him having a temporary restraining order against him. I guarantee that. So that's what puts people a little hesitant about going to law enforcement, is stuff like this. Because you see what he's been going through with Levy County. I would not move to that county for nothing in the world. You couldn't pay me enough to live there, because I know that the sheriff's department would not have my back as a citizen. I know that the district attorney's office would not have my back as a citizen. So why do I want to live in a community like that? I mean, think about it, boys and girls. John Cook was put in jail for 40 days and released. Bye. Have a nice life. The man literally confessed. They literally had a witness's word on it. They literally had the evidence to back it up. And they let him go. Why? That was a slam dunk. That would have been a clear and cut win for that district attorney. Why did they let him go? That doesn't make sense to me. Maybe you guys in the chat can make it make sense, but I can't make it make sense. I don't have any idea. That to me was one of the most mind-blowing things that I've ever been through. And then you turn around, throw a little bit more wood on the fire. You had Lloyd's nephew beat the holy piss out of his dad, right? I mean, beat his own father up. He confessed to it. There was witnesses to it. They arrested him. They took him to jail, and they let him out. Now, does that sound like a sheriff's department and a district attorney that's going to look out after you if you're living in that county? It doesn't to me. That looks like a bunch of paid politicians that don't care about their citizens. They're there for a paycheck. That's what it looks like to me. Anyhow, I better get caught up here on all of this. Oh, my goodness. Palmer, Miss Palmer's come rolling in. What you got to say, darling? Thank you for the $5 super chat. Oh, see what happens when you don't pay your bills. Oh, you're doing a recap. My bad. Thank you, Miss Palmer's, for the $5 super chat, girl. It means a whole lot to me. And I hope things are getting good with you up there. I know you've had a whole lot of bad things happen here recently. And I hope things really start turning around for you. I really do. You are a huge supporter of our community. And I just wish you all the luck in the world. I wish if you lived closer, Mama Coop and I would be there to help you as much as we could. But girly girl, you live clear up in the top of the state. And it's a long drive to Jeremy. Ah, man, it'd be another 30, 45 minutes from Jeremy's up to you. So yeah, I just hope you start having some good vibes coming your way, girl. You deserve it. You sure do. Thank you, Miss Palmer's. And now we're going to hit that old button over there saying, big boy, tell them about it.
Thank you, my friend.
All right. So now back to all of this Lynette garbage. Okay. She is just one of the most insane people I've ever run across. And thank God I've never met either one of them in person. Lynette and Crook. I don't know. I don't see how just what I've seen out of them on social media is enough to keep me away from them. Oh, Torhill, you are being lied to. Who's being lied to, Torhill? I'm assuming you're not talking to me. Okay, let's get this caught up again. All right. Oh, Lane's wife, what you got to say? Because Levy County wants stats money for the inmates required of more than 30 days. Oh, okay. So they got a little bit of money out of old Crook when he was in there for 40 days. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, butt naked. Coop, I think he let Crook go because the 42 days, come back here, he had already served would actually be more than he would have been sentenced to. That makes sense. That makes sense. But my thing is there's no conviction, though. All right. He was put in jail for 40 days and he was let go. He didn't go through court. So on the court record side of it, he's not been convicted. He was just held and then let go. So if you look him up, yeah, they'll show that he spent 40 days in jails, but he never had a conviction against him. So I can understand what you're talking about. I really do. But at the end of the day, it's almost like it never happened because he was never formally convicted of it. No judge ever said, you're guilty. Oh, Torhill, or no. Yeah, Torhill, what you got to say? Here, Fleesa for Coop's 3D print. Thank you, Torhill. Yep, you got to keep that 3D grift money coming in. You sure do. You sure do. Because we know it chaps their buttocks. Yes, it does. Thank you, Torhill, for the $2 super chat, girly girl.
Thank you, my friend.
And you guys have been absolutely wonderful, playing along with this mocking old Lisa stuff over here. I really appreciate it. Oh, thanks so much, Torhill. Susie says, I just hit the subscribe button. Rickles, didn't realize I wasn't subbed. Butt Naked says, yeah, guys, if you haven't watched any of Rickles' videos, he's got some hilarious stuff. Matter of fact, I'm going to run over there real quick. We're going to take a break from the Lynette story here. And I'm going to run over and I'm going to grab some of Rickles' stuff and let you guys have some previews of it. Because he's got some pretty funny stuff over there. If I can find his, this is going to be crazy because this is not going to catch up. Let me go find his page. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Nope. Let me go see if it's in the chat. Dun, 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 dun. I have my favorites. YouTube. There he is right there. I got him. We'll pull up some of Rickle's stuff. He's got some hilarious videos. This one came out 3 days ago. This one's gotta get. Yes. Come on, hit stop. All right. We'll come over here and we'll share it so you guys can see it. Okay. Let's make sure all the little buttons and bells and whistles are turned on so that way you guys can hear it. And we'll bring him right up on the screen. And we go here, and I got to customize, kabam, just like this. Over on this side, we go little square, we go 30%, 30, and then we go another 30. Now, these streams are all new, guys, so it's going to take me time to get everything kind of figured out. But here we go. We're going to large screen this puppy. You guys ready? We're going to listen. Let's have some fun. There we go.
All right, listen close. This is simple. People overcomplicate it. I won't. You get what you get, you got what you got. You give when you need to, and when it's over, get, see, easy. Now first things first, you gotta get. Doesn't matter what, just don't forget. If it's sitting there, it's meant for you. That's how the universe do what it do. If you got it fast, that means you're smart. If you got it slow, we'll still count start. And if someone asks what you give, you say experience and lemonade, kid. People say give before you get, but I say give before regret. And if regret shows up anyway, that's when you get preferably today. Get all the God is a let go. Oh, God, I got it soul in cool. Give them words, not a plan. Go with the question. Tell them, yeah. Now, if you give too much, that's bad advice. But if you don't give, that's also not nice. So what you do is say you give, which is basically the same thing relative. If you got money, but you say you don't, that's honesty, decent, kinda won't. If you get caught saying both at once, just talk louder, volume I run sense. See, clarity's dangerous, confusion's free. If they don't understand it, that ain't on me. Get don't hold, I got it, so let go. Hey, I got it, so let go. Hey, I'll give them good, not a plan, then do. I mean, they stay mad. Now look, some folks say if you got God, that's bad, but that just means you got experience, which you can later give to someone else for money. That's called learning. Call it what should I get? Everything. Call it everything. Adventuring. What if I lose? You still got. What if they kick me out? Get louder. I got advice from a guy like me who got it from someone responsibly. He said, son, just get what's there. If it disappears, it was never fair. And if the porch guy waves goodbye, that's envy, son. Don't ask why. He ain't get hustle, he ain't get grind. With lemonade, he's doing just fine. If this don't work, don't change a thing. Just say they didn't get the meaning. Repeat it slower, twice as strong. Confidence makes it less wrong. Get know what you want, that's a rule I got. What you got? Stay cool, give them nothing they can check. Check it out. If they ask, act real sharp. Real sharp. Get in fast, get out quick. If it backfires, tell them get. I'm just left in, can't you see? Otherwise this never worked for me. And anyway, that's the system. I use it all the time. If it don't make sense, you're probably thinking too hard. Now, who wants lemonade? Who wants lemonade? Yeah. Who wants lemonade? Yeah. Who wants lemonade? Yeah. got it good. Now get.
If you like this content, then kindly hit like, subscribe, and share. Caesar commands it.
All right, guys. Now this is Rickles. He's got a small channel. And I'm so shocked that his channel is not bigger than what it is. He has got some awesome stuff over here. Here's one that I'm going to play for you guys. You know, I'm only going to play this one more, but Rickles has a whole lot of stuff on the WhatTheHales stuff over here. Like he's got stuff about Fleesa, he's got stuff about Bubbles. Okay, you guys will find a lot of funny stuff over here. This was just the first one I played in his list over here, so there are many of them that are a lot different. I'm going to play you this last one, and then I'll let you guys run over there and check it out. Hit subscribe, ring the bell for all notifications, because Rickles is doing a fantastic job over here. So let's give this one here a play. This is his latest one on Fleesa. I think Jay played this last night or the night before last. I can't remember. But let's enjoy it together for a few minutes. All right, let's go figure this out. Yeah, here we go. And we hit play.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. Is this thing on? Cuckoo-ca-choo. Warriors. I'm innocent. Just saying. Just saying. I'm live on the feed with chicken in my paw. Slurping skins like the law don't apply at all. Got a corset laced tight. Got a cigarette cough. Got 100 open tabs and I'm scrolling them wrong. They say, but that's evidence. I say, liar. They say, please stop talking. I yell, conspire. Tortuous interference. That's what I meant. Or torches, whatever. Same thing, just bent. Munch, munch. What was I saying? All right, defamation. Bet your chit, bet your chit. I read a comment once, now I'm losing my wit. Bet your chit, bet your chit. If I say it loud enough, truth will just quit. I'm innocent, broke, and misunderstood. Gonna owe me soon, cause I said they would. Bet your chit, just saying, that's it. Cough, hack, bet your chit. They call it perjury, I call it my truth. Same letter, same vibe, same YouTube booth. I didn't say it happened, I felt it occurred. And feelings are facts if you shout every word. Court says ma'am, I say objection. Bye. Judge says sit down, I say this goes to the highs. Of where? I don't know, somewhere big and official. Mumbles through chips, probably maritime or judicial. I'm losing my shit, but I'm keeping receipts. Screenshots of comments and psychic tweets. If feelings were evidence, I'd walk free today. But turns out, law don't work that way. Bet your chit, bet your chit. This live stream's fine, it's the courts that are lit. Bet your chit, bet your chit. If I block enough people, I win by default, right? They're conspiring, I can feel it deep in my lungs. Cough, wheezing my legal brief. Bet your chit, just saying, admit I'm right because I said I'm right. Cough, that's it. Goonie goo poo. This was never about the facts, this was about me. They laughed, they filed, they subpoenaed, but I stayed streaming. Munch, slurp, who ate my fries? I'm getting sued, but I'm calm, okay? I Google law at 3 a.m. It said maybe and it depends, which means I'll win in the end. They say stop posting, I say free speech. They say not like that, I say watch me reach. Another cough, another claim, another case with my legal name. I'll defend myself with vibes and spite and a blurry dot from a guy named Mike. If confidence counted, I'd rule the land. But the verdict's reading, and it sounds real bad. Vet your chit, vet your chit. I said opinion, that covers it. Vet your chit, vet your chit. I said opinion, that covers it. Vet your chit, vet your chit. If the chat agrees, that's precedent. I'm innocent, framed and monetized. If I lose in court, at least I went live. Vet your chit.
hilarious. Cock-a-doodle-doo, court adjourned. Just saying. Vet your chit.
If you like this content, then kindly hit like, subscribe, and share. Caesar commands it.
All right, guys, that's Rickles. You know, he puts out some pretty funny stuff. You guys need to check him out. He's a pretty awesome guy. I'm subscribed to him, been subscribed to him for a while now. He is up to 175 subscribers. So you guys run on over there. If you want to, give him a sub, ring the bell for all notifications. Tell him Coop sent you. All right, guys and gals, let's get on back to the topic at hand. I think we were talking about Bubble Boy. You know, he comes into the picture and right out of the gate, he starts with his narrative about the big bad YouTuber Jeremy Hales is going after these little old woman and little old man with a sick-ridden child, you know. So they're trying to create their narrative, and it's not working. It's not working because the courts don't see all of this. No matter how bad Bubbles tried getting it into the courts and painting the picture of Jeremy, this big bad evil guy, I'm assuming that's what a lawyer's job is. He's trying to create a narrative that's not true, something that would enforce his client's case. But at the end of the day, Jeremy's not this big bad YouTuber. They had the opportunity in the very beginning to stop. And this is what Lisa and all of them neglect to talk about. Jeremy gave them the opportunity not to do what they did, and they wouldn't be sitting here in multi-million-dollar lawsuits. That's how that works. Okay. Well, then here comes old Fleesa. Yep, Fleesa comes rolling in on her little magic broomstick. She's got to jump on board and get Lynette's story out. Get her truth told to the world. Yeah, well, it's not her truth that she was wanting to tell. Lisa's painted this picture this whole time. It's not about Michelle. It's not about HG, and it's not about Crook. It's all about the fact that she hates Jeremy Hales. And Bubbles sat there and turned Lynette and Crook's world upside down with all of the garbage that he did. And now they've brought in Lisa to do the same thing. It's insane, guys. I've never seen anything like this. She talks about everybody's messing with her business. What is her business? Explain that one to me. We know Gabe does handyman stuff. Lisa sits on her butt in her garage preaching on YouTube. So what is her business? The only thing that I've seen out of her besides peddling rocks was her drama towards Jeremy. So how does that work? How is Jeremy messing with her business when Jeremy is her business? Explain that one to me. That's the kicker right there. Everybody's hurting my business. Everybody's going to go down like dominoes. They're hurting my business. If it wasn't for Jeremy Hales and all your drama and all your crap that you speak about Jeremy Hales, you wouldn't make any money. You wouldn't have a business. If you call that a business, I really don't know what it is, but to me, it's just a hate campaign against one man. That's just my thoughts on the whole deal. But yeah, guys and gals, if you don't mind, give old Rickles a sub. Tell him Coop sent you. Yeah, have fun with that. He puts out some really awesome stuff. If you guys jump over to his channel and dig through all of the stuff that he's got going on over there, he's got some hilarious videos. Hilarious. He was under my radar for a long time. And when I finally realized who it was that were putting out these videos, you know, I don't mind supporting him at all. He's hilarious. All right, now back on with the show. But yeah, we got Lisa comes rolling in, and she spent the last year and a half basically on this bandwagon preaching her gospel of Jeremy Hales is evil. Jeremy Hales is a liar. Jeremy Hales is a piece of garbage, which he is not. He is exactly the opposite. And I you know, yes, I'm a fan. I do like Jeremy Hales and his content, but truth be told, just look at everything. Just stack it up and pile it all in one place, mull it over, and you will see who's at fault and who's not. I'm pretty sure that the man did not want to have to dish out $500,000 fighting people in court. That just, I don't see anybody wanting to do that. That's insane. Anyway, now you got old Lisa on the scene, and then Lisa brings in Paint Chips, brings in Volpe, you know, the two class act clowns that do nothing but go around antagonizing and harassing people. I mean, Big Boy was in my chat yesterday. First time he's ever been in my chat. And what does he do? He puts up something derogatory towards Jeremy Hales, which, by the way, as I told you guys earlier, I'll be sending that off in an email to Jeremy here pretty soon. Yep, sure will. What do we got here? Somebody come in? Hose Picker, good morning, girl. How you doing? You snuck in under the gun on me there, girl. Good morning. How you doing? Afternoon, evening, wherever you may live. Welcome aboard. How you doing? All right, let's go see what some of you fine people said earlier while I was playing music. I think I seen somebody named Timothy come rolling in a while ago. Good morning, Timothy. How you doing? Oh my, yeah, the chat gets going pretty good, and I get caught up and behind. Oh, Johnny D's in the house. Good morning, Johnny D. How you doing? Yeah, we'll get some more people rolling on up in here. Yeah, buddy. But yeah, you guys asked earlier about co-hosts. Yes, I will be having on guest co-hosts in the future. I'll be reaching out to someone this afternoon. We're not going to talk about that, but you'll know when I have a special guest on. It will be on my thumbnail. So if you don't see it on the thumbnail, Coop will probably be by himself, but you never know. You got to show up to find out. All right, let's get back over here. All right. I think I'm done talking about Lisa for today, guys. And she gives me a headache. I hope you guys are up to date on the timeline thingy there that I just tried to explain to you. That's just my opinions, my thoughts on the whole matter. Now you got, we were Paint Chips and Volpe, and now we got Flips. We all know who Flips is. Flips is an absolute loon. She started out with her Talentville where she was molding how she was going to operate on YouTube. She eventually came from Talentville. She started uploading stuff to YouTube. She had her Bully Exterminators. Then she had her Hodunk stuff. And she's just been on a tear. She says, oh, yes, I walked away from everything and I was hiding till Jeremy's goons found her and then brought her back to light. No. You weren't hiding. Okay. You put up videos on YouTube of your classroom and you in your classroom. That's not hiding. That's you craving attention. Just like before, you were craving attention. And when you got the attention that you didn't want, you started crying about it. That's kind of insane. You come onto the scene looking for attention, and when it's given to you and it's not the attention you want, now you want to cry about it. That's we talked about this yesterday. You don't want to get stung. Don't go out and smack the beehive with a stick. That's how it works. And for somebody that doesn't want to be messed with, you sure are putting out a lot of videos calling people out. What do we got here? Oh, what? Yes, yes, he was. I'll send you the screenshot, girly girl. But yeah, she's back on it again yesterday. Last night, I think it was. Jeremy Hales lying. I've got the video downloaded. I've got the screenshots, the time scripts or transcripts. It's the same old stuff as the one before. She claims she has all of this evidence, but yet puts nothing up to prove what she's saying. It's just another tactic that these garbage lawyers like to pull. She's trying to create a narrative just like Bubbles did, that Jeremy's some evil YouTuber. All right. She's trying to go back to that same philosophy, thinking if people see what I say, they're going to believe it. And if not all of them believe it, some of them will believe it. Well, I don't believe it, especially out of her. There's been enough craziness that she posted on social media that anybody that puts stock into anything she thinks or says has got to be just as crazy as she is. And I love the fact that Lisa seems to think that this was all a chess game, that this is all a ploy to gather evidence on Jeremy Hales. No, she flat out turned on you, girl. Leslie flat out turned on you. She put her whole body and everything into trying to get with Jeremy Hales. It was no game. It was no game at all. She wanted to be friends with Jeremy Hales. And I'm going to tell you right now, if she had video, or if she had any proof whatsoever of the accusations that she's making, she would have them up on screen. She would already had them in her videos. She would already had them all over her little YouTube channel over there. But she hasn't. Just like Lisa has no proof. Screenshots, yeah, they got screenshots. Jeremy's got the same ones. They're wanting to sit there and saying, oh, George didn't know anything about it. No, that's awful funny. Yeah, she's sitting right there in the truck with him. I've literally talked to her. She knows what's going on. She's not oblivious to this. She knows. But yeah, flips. She's just got to make herself relevant. She's looking to get her little attention, but it's not good attention. Trust me, girls and guys. It's all bad. All right. Let's see what some of the chat's got to say. Oh, did Jaws pop in? Good afternoon, Jaws. How you doing? But then again, we got Leslie this morning. I think she released a video this morning for JJ Bean again. Oh, so yeah, let's pull that up real quick. We're not going to pull up her video, but we have a little bit of satire and parody coming your way. Let me go find it over here. Where did it go? All right. How long is this? That's not the one. Where did I save it to? Probably in the show. And here we go. Jim's already done it again, boys and girls. He's lost it. Where did he put it? Will he find it? I bet he will. Oh, yes. I know it's here somewhere. Oh, let's go back and see where Coop landed it. Saved it to. I can't remember. Oh, there it is. Nope, that's not it. That's the one from yesterday. All right. Just give me a momento, guys and gals. I will find it here in just a momento. Let's go open. Let me see real quick. Nope, that's not it. Let's go see where it tells me to save it. It should be right there. I think that's it. Let me go see. All righty, ready. Oh, that's where I saved it. I saved it in her folder. All right. Where is it? JJ Bean. Flippios. I think this is it right here. Pretty sure. We will see in a momento. Nope, that's not it. Well, I can't even find my own work, boys and girls. Ain't that something? So I guess I'm going to have to create the video all over again. Is this the one? Nope, that's not the one. Whew, let me tell you, when you have so many files on these nut bags, you can't even find what you've done. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny. So I guess I've put it in somewhere else. I don't know. Thumbnails, maybe? Nope, not thumbnails. Intros, outros. Yeah. Nope. So it's got to be in show, somewhere in show. Interview. No. I think I called it JJ Bean. I can't remember. So let's just do a quick search on it. Okay, there's one right there. Is that it? Just bear with me, guys. I'm trying to find this. I should have had this all pulled up. Yep, that's it. That's it. There she is. There she is. Now that, guys and gals, this is all satire and parody. It's all AI created. It's just a lot of fun. This is her dedication to JJ Bean. All right. You might have to turn your speakers down a little bit, guys and gals, because it might be a little too loud. Oh, it be in the last one you looked at, Mr. Coop. Yeah, here we go.
The JJ Bean, you are the best. I love your show.
I love JJ Bean.
Oh, that's pretty hilarious. Pretty hilarious. If you guys have watched anything she's done lately, it's called What Happened? Oh, Mr. Coop, it's called. And if you think you are, you're not. I don't know. Oh, all right. Someone call 911. She's having a seizure. Now, her video from this morning, trust me, that AI dancing is way better than hers. She needs to stop dancing on camera. She looks like she's having a seizure. It looks really, really bad. It really does. She was dancing the whole time on camera for JJ Bean. I don't know if she was trying to be funny or if she was trying to be serious, but put it this way, the Australian break dancer that embarrassed herself worldwide, Flips could give her a run for her money. It was pretty horrible, pretty horrible. Yeah. Anywho, that's just a little flash of the JJ Bean love. I hope JJ loves it. Yes, he does. Oh, no, never stop lips. We love your videos, Chucky says. All right, all right. Timothy, that is very funny. Okay, I didn't see what Timothy had to say, Susie. Now, guys and gals, this is part of the show where we're just going to have fun, chit-chat. You guys ask me anything, we'll talk about it. I'm pretty much running on empty this morning. Oh, Rob Pate. It should be named Stupedia. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, the email JH said he copied to Randy. The others will prove that George knew Lisa. Oh, okay. Got you, Shelly. Oh, man, my eyeballs. I need to get to I'll be there soon. Oh, we're about, 14 minutes away? Right. She just needs to stop, period, Brenda says. Well, I agree with you. She's just digging a hole. I mean, they talk about harassment and attacking people. Okay, they come on here every day. Mr. Coop, well, I just got here. I'm really late. Oh, you're not late. MS Coast Life, you're right on time. As long as you're here having fun, that's all that matters, brother. But I think there's something medically wrong with these people. I really do. Oh, Rob Pate, I didn't see this one come in a while ago. Had anyone seen Super Dave's new podcast name? What? Super Dave? No. Should someone tell him it does fit his superhero character? Oh, cartoon character. No, I didn't see that, Rob. I'm sorry I missed your super chat, brother. Thank you so much for the $5. Let me see if I can scroll it. Oh, there it is. All right, here you go, guys and guys. Has anybody seen Super Dave's new podcast name? What is that? Stupedia? Oh, should someone tell him it does fit his superhero cartoon character. I haven't seen it yet, Rob, but I'm sure if you email me the link, I'll go look at it. Yeah, I sure will. All right, guys and gals. I think old Coop's going to bail out a little bit early today. I'm starting to get a headache, and my stomach is rumbling, needing some grub in it. And yeah, but we'll be back first thing in the morning. I may or may not have a co-host on with me in the morning. I don't know. I'm going to reach out to a couple of people and see if they want to come on and hang out. It is Friday after all. So we'll just have a mix it up, have fun Friday. Of course, you know, it'll probably have a little bit of Lips on there. It'll probably have a lot of Lisa on there. Some other creators probably as well we'll be talking about. And if you guys will just bear with me for a momento, I'll get ready to go. I sure will. With that being said, guys and gals, you all know I'm here Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I love each and every one of you guys. I sure do. You guys make the show for me. Everybody that has super chatted and send memberships, I appreciate it. I really do. Anything to stick it to Tammy and Lisa is more power to you. I appreciate everything you guys have done. Hanging out with me, enduring my indulging in my madness, if you'd want to say. All right, guys and girls, I'm going to say bye, and I will see you guys